But we have our next reader up, Duncan Horst. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Duncan Horst fashions poetry for specific times, places, and situations. He does this to expand the reach and electricity of the present moment. Through thematic union of the personal and the transcendental, these works create a shared space through expanding the scope and nature of poetic dialogue. An element of the performance will be composed the evening of the event, based upon the composition and composure of the audience. So, think about your choices thus far. That will reflect on what's about to happen. Ladies and would ruin art, wouldn't it? We have Duncan Horst, ladies and gentlemen.
I don't know if I'll be needing this. My voice tends to carry. Can everybody hear me in the back room? Yes. Excellent. Yeah. So, I have 3 poems for you tonight of decreasing length and increasing optimism. And before I begin, this is dedicated to Uma Kalika, great love, creatrix, and chief headhunter of the Panic Jungle, without whom none of this would be possible.
The mic is the AC unit.
Yes, sir.
It's going to suck.
Yes, sir.
Look at that, bro.
Truth is the currency of love. Truth, and no other can afford to purchase from a living God dishonesty, which bankrupts man's word. Who lives in truth, who shines out free, such Lucifers are damned, entombed for forcing sleepwalkers to see the breaking up in a darkened room. How brave the fools who blaze their lights upon this plastic paradise. They taste the whip, who trace the seams of factory-molded, processed dreams. Truth faces scorn and fear and hate, yet truth is love, and such is fate. Who dares to love, dares to live true, and finds no other God will do. Break not the mirror for its clear reflection, nor punish an echo for its faithful repetition. The stilted rhythms of man's pale inflection shout in unity their cries of division. With clouded vision, muffled ears, the pain's derision disappears. The mirror shatters to the floor, and man is free to sleep once more. To purchase mercy from the store, scream forth commercial vaudeville. Streams live, your preference is catered for. Your words exposed, weakness revealed. Come fill this hole where used to dwell your love. It's empty now, take these to numb the pain. The lyrics spin, repeated in your brain, allowing savvy scanners to trepan. With product placement catered to expand key demographics swelling underfoot. No feelings, no emotions to abet. Prescribed desires catered to dilute man's suffering. They drink deep and forget that love is a reality at all, and fear to climb so far, again to fall. So rise. Arise. Arise. The time has come for us to realize the only block to love lies in our lies. The serpent did not tempt false paradise. All those who seek true knowledge, for the wise of every age, seek out self-knowledge still, and find the living heartbeat of the will, and beat the drum that palpitates the world. Man cannot solve such questions with a pill, nor forge the revolution with a sword, for evolution is the living word, and truth alone is mankind's proper God. Not so declaim the scientists that preach their firm philosophy, expounding forth like Pharisees from corporate universities. Their speech cuts to the heart of life as sharply as a surgeon's knife. We have found this truth, have a proof or 3. We have boxed it tight. Its it's no longer free. The results allow no uncertainty. Come and toast the death of the mystery. There's no more to find, nothing more to see. So go take your place at the factory. Don't be mortified, nothing more to be. Come obey the Lord Rationality. Come and kiss the ring of the new high priest. In the name of science, you are released from the crushing burden of heart and soul, from the need to dwell in a living world. Come and join us. Feast in the halls of the dead, where the truth has been nailed down, counted out, bled. Come and volunteer for your autopsy and dissect yourself. Piece by piece, set free from the shackles of your humanity. But wait, for I have seen more. I've known it, I felt it, I have woken from dreams and found them yet living, and waking in life I feel the strangest things, which doubtless from the limits of this simple brain the gods of science cannot yet explain. Hell, you have 5 senses, isn't that enough? Why do you expound on such subtle, shiftless stuff? How could worlds be seen beyond our eyes? How could thoughts be passed beyond our minds? All that is known is conquered. There's a truth. Want more? You're on your own. Burden of proof is yours. But in our rubric, you see. And first you'll need the proper PhD. You speak of living love. First, kill it dead. Dissect it. Analyze. Off with its head. Isn't speaking now, is it, my friend? You see, it was delusion, or pretend. Once you have killed your truth, as adults do, real life comes marching headlong into view, and science fuels it all with facts, fresh dead, and slaughtered protest, that mankind be fed. The heart is imprecise. Trust in the head. Economists agree. The stomach is king. Prices are up, supply is down, and the markets are on fire. Burn, burn, burn. There's a limited supply and unlimited demand. The CDP is rising. It's time for the sharks to ride the wave. Spend, don't save. Invest in consumer durables. Be a mover and a shaker. Gold, diamond, platinum. The index is rising. Don't fall behind. With the pack, knives out. It's the law of the urban jungle. And dog eat dog, and dogs have its day. Every man for himself, and the strong survive. It's a winner's world, so you stay alive. This is how you keep score. Give me more. But you can't just have one. You'll love it. You need it. Supply is limited and time is running out. Priced to move yet. While it is hot, going, God is good enough for me. Meanwhile, on the Asian markets, China's up 8.3% this quarter on higher than expected. Housing market increases, GMO certified, baby boom, cautiously optimistic, rational exuberance, and the crowd goes wild. Yeah. Bear in mind, it's a bull market when the going is tough, get going out of business, going out to pasture on a golden parachute, platinum pension plan, power brokers, power tie, power wheels, power lunch, powering up, powering down. Alternative energy in a cup, in a can, instant pleasure, instant gratification. Wild is the only way to go. Only 18 and looking good. Action, we want action. Read all about it. Right place at the right time. You young blood, young love in all the wrong places. Looking for love in all the wrong places. Looking for love in all the wrong places. Hallowed be thy name. The city is a living drum, stretched tight over the collective rim, and it needs new hands to beat, and it needs new feet to march, and it needs new blood to burn, and it needs new love. Oh, it needs new love now more than ever, as much as it always has, and it takes all that you can give. And the few who love well enough and strong enough to consummate love in this city's name are fed to history, and they're called prophets, and they're called men of God, and they're called saviors. And they water the cities with their blood to culminate these vast concrete beasts of mankind with their love, and so perpetuate the slabs as their secret living engine. Is that love which is nailed to the towers crossed high atop cathedrals merely the bait upon society's vast seductive meat hook with which its veiled abattoirs would rust for lack of prey? The prophets who raged their love against the cities after death are made to sanctify the cities, to justify the hammer and the nail. And the few who wage their truth against the Pharisees in death provide them with their swords and armor. In silence, then, truth is watered in silence, nurtured in the void, and blossomed in a love that blooms unbought. Reality is the death of the dream, and truth its loving liberator and murderess. It is a bankrupt world which is on credit sold, and truth is the currency of love. No other price can move the living word than truth, which is the proper name of God. First one. They're getting shorter and happier. I keep the voice of the ocean in my mind's conch, and she tells me stories of what is real and true. I voice your hidden thoughts and am their consummation in flesh. At best, I love you for all that you are. At least, I judge you for what you fear yourselves to be. I study you naked as I strip you bare. My moonlight echoes in the evening air. I am your mirror, and I wax and wane as the moon which pulls across your ocean and yokes the tides to your reflection. What do you choose to be? Where will you swim in me? Shall I be the seas of your ambition, the hopes or their waxing manifestation, fount of destruction or of creation, cause of drought or of inebriation? Will you drink of water and be filled? Is it the salt of tears or a dear mountain lake? And is there anything else to drink? Who will you sip in me? Your ugliness or your beauty? Will you choose truth or calumny? For it is yours as well as mine. In drinking deep of it, I share it thus with you. Look now, I see my friend after a long separation. Our greetings rebound against the cliff walls of ourselves, echoing in the canyons of our vagabond wanderings. We meet in the valley between I and thou, carved by the river of life, measured in grains of time. I am my friend, and she is me, and we revel in each other. My friend found 3 in her rangings. One followed his streams to the sea and rejoined with a greater ocean, to live as an ocean once more. One flowed against her current, leaping to find the alpine source. As spent survivors, she outbred in endless wonder. One sank as a rock to the riverbed and was polished by the flow of the seasons, employed by the children of fate. They used him for skipping in the wake and cast him dancing on the waters in hopes to hurl him to the floor, to the farther shore. Ah, but most rocks only sink once more, as memories of their flight sink beneath the waves. And my friend asked me, are you now a leaping stone on these waters of your life, tossed about by chance in this window between waves? Is this dance your own, or do you know others? And I answered, we dance ourselves through others, in mirrors, relinquishing everything for pure reflection. Our lives are mythic, chasing echoes across these waters, skipping stones across the riverbed, before the canyon floor is fed. A stone is skipped, and as the water, a wise ocean taught this to me in half-remembered dreams, and I awake, the leavings of his playing. We exist in purest form in the echoes that surround us. The world that we see is our true self, and our bodies belong to the world. My friend spoke again. I once know a woman who was afraid of her soul. It told her truth she could not control, so she built herself a feedback loop and spun in it indefinitely. I could see her all the while, and it brought me sadness at best, and the gallows humor that guards sadness after that, and then the emptiness of not looking. She was rigid as she spun from one thought to the next, always spinning, always the same thoughts. And in the illusion of motion, she forgot the thoughts occurred in the order of her choosing, that she was the machine to which she was losing time. Then the ocean came to talk with us once more. Own your reflection in my waters, it said, or live in fear, in constant scrutiny, under the nudity of my penetrating waves, which are in truth your own, our shared reflection. This throne I bathe within is yours. I found it empty. The crown of foam I bear is yours, yet none has claimed it. I am a royal blood of my own choosing, born of your reflectioned aspirations, shining bright in this brief and time-worn valley between waves. And here's the last one.
Which one's about me?
That's for you to answer. I am your reflection. We are all love here, whether we know it or not. Let us make love here, and it is enough. We are all love here. We remember, we forgot. And we can make love here. It is enough. We are real. We exist. We have value. It is real. It has value. It is us. In us, of us, as us. This is real. All has value, and it is enough. Thank you.